Waiting for an attendant. Everyone else just be ready, please.
Light flashing. 1200 is the chase. They're racing. Pure Magnus the first to get going from Flirtini, and also Don's Legacy pushed out by Harvey. They're going to hold Flirtini wide in the early part. In behind those when they get going is City Circle, Lord Help Me Run, then Miss Marietta, and dropping out last is Cryptic Love. So the raging favourite eventually will get across now and lead Flirtini going to the 850. She crosses now in front of Don's Legacy, up running second. They're being followed a length and a half away, City Circle. Racing on the outside of Pure Magnus as they head down the side of the course. Popping off the fence at the 600, Lord Help Me Run, being followed by Cryptic Love, and last of all Miss Marietta, about 5 lengths off the leader, 450 to go. Well, as they reach the corner, it's Flirtini in front from Don's Legacy on the outside. 2 lengths away then is Pure Magnus, followed then by City Circle. As a party hasn't moved yet. Down to the 250 they come. Now she does. Shakes up Flirtini. Lord Help Me Run, City Circle are putting in their runs. It's Flirtini. She draws the whip with 100 left to go. From City Circle running to second. Lord Help Me Run comes to the end of his run, but it's all Flirtini. She was too good. Flirtini, once livened up, was too good for City Circle. Lord Help Me Run. Then the stablemates Don's Legacy, Cryptic Love together in a photo for fourth, followed by Pure Magnus, and the last of them home is Miss Marietta. One Flirtini goes back to back. Simon Miller trained Artie Schiller filly. Chloe has a party there. Tactically, they just made her work along a little the first 200 to 300 before she crossed in front of Don's Legacy. Dropped it off quickly on the point of the corner, and once Chloe showed the filly the persuader, she responded really well. She dug in. City Circle, who was the only horse to attract any remote support in the race, has run to second. Lord Help Me Run better today, loomed, and then peaked over the final 50. Simply too good. She was a cut above them here, Flirtini, and that's 3 out of 8 now for this Artie Schiller 3-year-old. She's from Argeweed for Barry and Jan McCrosty, and ridden by Chloe Azzopardi for Simon Miller. City Circle is second home by City Place out of Flying Angel, Neville Parnham and Chris Parnham. And Lord Help Me Run by Playing God from Pure Heaven, Steve Wolfe, Brody Kirby. 1-5-2-6. Cryptic Love got the nod for fourth. 1 length, 1 1/4 the margins. The time's good, 1:10.60 and 33.73 that final 600. Let's go straight out to Britt Taylor now. She's with winning rider Chloe Azzopardi. After the victory of Flirtini, it was a predictable win, but she had to earn her stripes there in winning the Joe O'Day 60th birthday handicap, Brittany.
She did, and you probably would have been a little bit nervous if you'd taken the $1.30 in the early part, and they were wanting to hold you out wide for a moment there, Chloe, but you summed it up and decided just to keep pressing forward.
Yeah, she had to do a bit of work, but I was sort of that far in front that I might as well do that little bit extra and get it comfortably on the fence. And if I was to pull back, definitely in 1200 metres with a horse that likes to roll along, you know, I'm not going to reef her back. And she likes to be in her own bubble and headspace. And, you know, for a hot horse, she relaxes so well in her races. So she can put herself away like that. She keeps plenty for the line, so...
We've spoken about how she is a little bit hot pre-race, just a little bit nervous, not necessarily naughty or anything like that. Is she improving?
Yeah, look, she's probably just as sweaty and nervous today, but the weather is a bit warmer and things like that, so she has that going against her, but it doesn't seem to affect her in her run, so if she can still do that and then run like that also, then you've got a nice horse on your hands, you know. When you know what's underneath you, do you just have to count a few seconds in your head when you turn for home and not to go too early? Yeah, definitely here at Belmont, I sort of try to count to 3 before I even half-ask them. Otherwise, I just go too early. It's nice, long straight, and you got to take the most out of it. So, yeah.
Well done on a nice win, Chloe.
Thanks, Brittany.
Yeah, Flirtini continues to win this preparation. That's back-to-back victories, and Simon Miller joins us now. And Simon, she had to work for it, but after Chloe went for her, she always had them covered.
Yeah, it didn't matter what they were doing early on. I mean, they got to try and ride their own race, and just once we got to the front, I thought, oh, this will be interesting. I knew she'd win, but it wouldn't be effective, like it'd be a plunge. She needs a bunny. And as soon as we got the front, her ears were pricked and she was loafing around. So we're always probably going to be a bit vulnerable that way and probably not as effective and unleash a sprint because she had nothing to gun down.
6 furlongs now. When do you step up her and trip? Is the Belmont Guinea still her main aim?
It is, yeah. We'll back her up next week. There's a 1300 There's a 1400 which would have been ideal, but she'll get weighted out of it now, which is not a bad problem to have. I don't mind having those issues. But so we'll back her up in the 1300 and then a fortnight to the Guineas.
With the Belmont Guineas, you get a horse like a Velvet King going flat out basically from the get-go. Do you think that she can get a strong mile if that's the case?
Yeah, I mean, she beat him home in the Guineas last spring, so just as long as she's got a bunny, you'll see the best of her. And when the tempo's on, you saw what she did first up this time, and she trounced him. So it'll be an intriguing race. There's no doubt he's clearly improved from last campaign, and so has she. So it sets up for a nice battle. But I'm glad he'll be going there because there'll be genuine speed and she'll thrive off it.
How many horses in the Guineas for you?
Not sure. Maybe 3, but we'll just worry about it as it gets closer. She's definitely one anyway.
Okay, the other 2?
Flower War. And maybe a little sleeper, but we'll just play that one by ear.
Okay, we'll get that out of you eventually by the end of the day after you go to the bar a few times. Thank you, Simon.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You've read me too well. Thanks, Gareth.
We need a market. We'll get it out of Simon by the time the last race arrives, and we'll be about 3 to 1.